Now it's time for another live racing webinar. Here's your host, Tony Hargraves, brought to you by thesportstrader.com.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our 1 hour webinar on Lingfield. We're going to have a look at the Lingfield racetrack today because everyone gets excited on Lingfield Day, and so they should. It's a great track to trade. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we've got 9 minutes till the next race. I'm going to show you a 4-minute video. Some of you may have already seen it, but we're going to watch it again anyway if you haven't, and to show you exactly what we're looking for. And then what we're going to do in this webinar over the next hour is we're going to trade the next 3 Lingfield races. So we'll trade the race live, then we'll go back and watch the replay, then we'll analyse the race, then we'll do the next one. So I'm going to get you to watch this 4-minute video with me and show you exactly what we're looking for when we trade Lingfield. Just going to show you what I mean by this Lingfield bias. If you just watch the start here and you see the horse in, where is he, the guy that wins it? He's in blue with the green sleeve. See, he falls back. There he is there, number 3. He goes to the back. Okay, this is like the lay the leader strategy at Lingfield. And you just watch the horse that leads into the straight. There he is in the pink and purple. And he's on the inside. Now watch the green one come to the outside of those two and just storms past and wins the race. And the one that was leading looks like it's stuck in quicksand, and that's going to be a repetitive theme through this video because it happens all the time at Lingfield, and that's how I develop the strategy. So we'll have a look at this race, and again we watch the horse that wins the race is in the white hat there, in the green and gold, goes to the back and sits nicely at the back. Okay, so they're settled. So then we cut to the end of the race. You see the leaders coming around. Here it comes to the outside of the field and comes storming down the outside to win the race. And again, look at the white one on the fence. It's like it's just stuck in quicksand and they all just come flying past it. And there he goes. Usually when you see leaders win here, they come down the middle of the track. Leaders on the inside don't. Now, number 1 there missed the start by a long way. The favourite, Kaiser Sose, sits right at the back of the field. And again, we come to the end of the race. Now you'll see one go for a split up the inside in the white, and Kaiser Sose in the black comes through the other gap. See the one go up the inside split? Goes nowhere. Kaiser Sose comes 3 horses wide of it and just storms down the middle of the track to win, and yet the white one was right next to it at the same point. Couldn't make up any ground. We go again. And they're off. Now, this time you see the leader coming around the home turn will be there in the black with the red sleeves. Now, this leader, this winner in the red goes up the inside of it, but it's still 2 or 3 wide. It's not on that track where the purple one is. See, it just goes past the purple one like it's given it a cold, and it wins the race. So the leader again, which was the black one this time, just couldn't make up or sustain the run. So we go again, and this time I think the leader's going to be this one in the black cap that's out wide. It's going to go to the front and come around the home turn in front. So it goes from the outside and ends up on the inside coming into the straight. The fatal error at Lingfield, and you see the one on its outside is just going to go past it and go on and win the race. So that's every race so far at Lingfield on this day had been beaten. You don't want to be on the lead, in the lead on the fence at Lingfield. It's just a terrible place to be. And so we come to the last race of the day, and we see one's totally missed it there, but look at this one in the black and pink. It's going to come and lead around the home turn, so that's the one you want to be on. The one in the inside on the purple is going to be stuck, and again they come from off the pace, finds that gap 2 or 3 wide, probably too wide there, but he's still going a lot faster than the grey one and wins the race. So you really want to look to lay the leaders at Lingfield. It's terrible to be in front, and it's even worse to be on the fence. So just have a think of that when you're trading the track at Lingfield. All right, so now I just want to go and have a quick look at the last race at Lingfield today, this 2:10 race. And I just want to show you how the bias works on the outside. You're going to see a horse here that looks for all money like it's gone, and it's the top weight Silver Scape.
Ready?
But the point is where he is on the home turn.
For the Watch It Racing free online at Coral Handicap Stakes over the 1.25 miles.
So it's a 1.25 miles, so I'm going to zip ahead a bit. All right, there he is. He's last. You see him there last, and he's still last. But notice importantly that he's not where, I'll turn the sound down, he's not where the blue one is on the fence. So see, he's starting to push now, so he looks a lay. But at the moment, the better lay is the blue one rather than the one on the outside. The blue is your lay because the one on the outside is going to swing wide on the home turn and run down the hill. There's only two horses you can lay right now, the leader or the blue one. And look at that. There's no contest. You lay the blue one every day of the week. This purple one at the back looks like he's gone, right? But this is the advantage of this slingshot. Watch where he is on the home turn. As he goes round and gives the blue one a colt, he pulls through that gap. Now look at him. He's 5 wide and he's in the best position. And just watch what happens with this purple thing. You think, oh, can't win. It's been pushed for half the way down. But there's such an advantage. The one on the red that was leading finds nothing, stuffs up the one in blue, wouldn't have won anyway. And then the one that looked beaten but was in the best position was the winner. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So we're going to go and look at things like this. From this point here in the late race live, I'll be telling you these are the ones you want to be on. You've got to be careful of this one in the blue and particularly of this one in the purple. So for me, there's only 2 horses that you could look to lay. Now what you're looking for on this leader is you can make a decision on him late because he's got 2 choices. He can stay on the inside, which is great for us, or he can pull wide. If he pull wide, then the blue one has to go up the inside and the blue one's the one you want. If he stays on the inside, you can lay the one on the inside. So there's some great camera angles here that will show us exactly where we want to be. And you can see it as they come down this part of the track here. That's where you make your decision. Right, I now know my 2. Whichever one of those 2 goes up the inside, I want to be on. And now you think, well, I don't need to wait. Blue one can't win. Bang, click, click, click. That's it. The others on the outside can win and keep coming. Now, if this leader gets swamped on the outside, see the green one coming up outside him and he's keeping him in there. Bang. Now you can lay the one in the red hat as well because he's been forced to stay on the inside and they can't win from there. Well, they have to be exceptional. And you can see the one on the outside and the one even further out gubs both of them. Right. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go and do some live stuff here. So I'll try and see if I can get both of these up for us. So we've got 28 seconds till we get Lingfield up.
Inside a minute to post time.
What I might do is just make this a bit bigger. That'll do. And I would normally trade this on the ladder. How many can I get? If I do that, get rid of that. Malcolm, you're on that winner when pushed early. Yeah, that's right. You got to be able to switch.
First in Garth Rocket.
All right, so I'll go and have a quick look at what's happened with the betting here. So second favourite's drifted a bit. This Always Dreaming is a big drifter as well.
Now the grey Nefarious.
So we'll see. Then we go and get our race meter up. And we'll go and get ready. I'm just going to use a tenner in this because I don't like going nuts when I'm trading live. But you use whatever stake you're comfortable with or don't trade at all. Just watch and see if we can learn. So a few things we want to see. If they're going too quick, if they're going slow, which horses are where. Favourites coming out of 3
set and
in the blue. He's the grey horse.
7 furlongs is the distance. For the Mansion Bet proud
He's going for the lead on this favourite. So the first one I'm looking at is that Cable Spirit sitting at the rear.
In the light blue jacket that's prominent along with
He's the first one. So I think at this stage I'm going to go and get a lay on him already. It's going to be him or the red cap. I can't really see the red cap, so I just need another.
Is at the back of the field.
He's going to be too big, the red cap. So it looks like it's going to be this Capler Spirit. Just want him to stay on the inside. So I'm going to go and get on him now, and then if he pulls wide, I'll just get out of him. So I'm on him now, and it looks like he's going to stay up the inside for us, so happy days. If he stays there, I'll lay him again. And he's going to stay there, so I'll go and lay him again. Stay up the inside, son. Go on. And I'll get out of him at 50 because he won't be winning.
As up the home straight they go, it's keep right on with the lead. Capler Spirits.
A suicidal run. Here comes the thing down the outside, and bang, we're out. Job done. That thing hasn't got a prayer on the inside.
Always dream between those. It's going to be Nefarious in front.
He killed himself as soon as he went up the inside there. So that's Lingfield. That's what we do. And then we wait 30 minutes and we do it again. So any questions? Let's make this bigger so you can see the replay, because they'll show us the replay. And you can watch the head on and you'll be able to see. That's when you make your decision. When you can see that one goes up the inside, they very, very rarely win from up there. So as soon as he went back, he was 3 back on the fence, then he's caught your eye. And then if you can see he's going to stay on the inside there like that, you can just lay him pretty well with confidence. He'd have to be an exceptional horse to win from there. Because some of you might not know, but I want you to imagine a velodrome that you see the cyclists ride on in the Olympics and stuff. You know how you've got down the bottom of the track, it's flat, and up the top it's banked. Lingfield's like that. It's got a cambered turn. So those wide, see where the winner is? See, he's the widest one out here. He's now running downhill, and this guy's running flat. Now, he'll angle back in towards the winning post, and he's running downhill, and this guy's on a flat surface, so he's got no chance. So see, he's getting closer and closer to the fence as he comes down the hill. It's such an unfair advantage. So if you can get one running flat and you've got something running downhill, there's only going to be one winner. And that's why you consistently see the horses that are widest at Lingfield coming. Now, what we see with BetJet Pro and the race meters is we often see horses, don't we, Craig, that are like 6th or 7th, and yet they go deep green on the race meter and they're 101. And you think, how can that be 101? It's in 7th position. And then you just see it come storming down the outside and win easily because they're a little bit ahead of us on the pitches. So once you know how to trade Lingfield, Sean, it is fairly easy. It's just a case of just sticking to that. So let's go and have a look, because we've got some time for the next race. We'll go and have a look at a couple of other races that have happened today, and let's see if we can identify the winners. So we'll go back to the 12:40 race here, and we'll have a look at this. Where have I lost it? I have.
And they're off. They race away for the opener. They play 4 to score at Betway Apprentice Riders Handicap Stakes over 6 furlongs.
This is where you can start to make your decisions already. You start to know, well, which horses do I want to look at? And the first 3 or 4 you're looking at are the blue one, the purple one, the green one, and that. So you've already cut the field in half. All right.
And Shanghai Rock was well away. One Day is also fast.
So that green one
she will lead them
would be great at the moment.
Fast in front here under Molly Presland.
Now, you got a couple of things to look at here. First, there's a bit of danger. It's an apprentices race, so you got to be careful. Secondly, you've got a leader that's a tearaway. Now, that's a bit of a danger, because if it gets far enough in front, even if it starts to paddle, it might still win. So I would probably not look at a leader that's leading by this far at Lingfield, because you think, you know what, they might not catch it,
has gone clear,
especially as they're apprentices.
Around the opening corner. From in second, Julie Johnston.
So the ones I love to look at are the ones that are 3 and 4 back on the fence. So the blue with yellow spots and the green. Now, these angles here, this is my favourite angle when you get to the 3 pole. Because what I can see here is this running rail. And what I'm looking for now is I identify these horses, and all I'm going to look for, there's 2 more bends to go, is which one is going to go up the inside. So if this green one pulled out here into the running line, I'd forget him. And if the blue one stayed on the inside and looked like he's going for the inside run, I'd go for him. So if this leader was closer, you'd be looking at the blue or the one behind it, because you know one of them's going up the inside. If the leader stays on the fence, he'll go outside. You want to be on the leader. If the leader peels wide off the turn and goes, this one goes up the inside, this one's your lay, or anything behind it. So let's see how it pans out.
Impression stream there, the dark blue jacket just behind the pace at the moment, and further back to
so at the moment, you think that red one in third place is going to
well clear by about 7 or 8 the bend towards
come to the outside.
One day under Molly Presland in determined mood today.
So now you can see this one here is going to be forced up the inside. So that is a better lay than the leader, because the leader's got a decent break and probably will get run down, but there's better lays. There's any of these 3 here that are behind it. So I look for a horse that's going to keep this one here on the inside, and then it makes it easy.
She's clear off
that one in the white sleeves just can't win.
Julie Johnston battling away for third, then is bungled up in
blue. So one of these back here will win. Look at the leader paddling now. That one goes up the inside of the fence, but it's not going to make it.
Towards the inside, Julie Johnston battling away, and now absolutely flying home as well as Big Time Mabe, and it's Big Time Mabe sit in front. Cooler Magic trying to pounce late. Cooler Magic.
Right, so the green one, let's go back and see where the winner was. So see here, he's on the fence, and he's a potential lay right there, but watch what happens.
In mauve and yellow,
he's still definitely a potential lay.
Blue jacket just behind the pace at the moment, and further
he's definitely in your calculations at this point.
One Love is last of all as one.
But here's where they're going to make their moves, and you've got to see what they're going to do.
7 or 8 lengths approaching the bend towards home, maybe a bit more.
Now we've lost him.
One day under Molly Presland.
Let's see where the green one is now. There he goes. Look, he's peeled right out here, and you think, no, I want the one in the white sleeves, thanks.
It's clear off that final
So
bend.
this green one here, he's second last on the home turn. And you think, normally, no chance. But you can see the camber of the track there. Look at it. You can see down here's the bottom of the velodrome. You can see the camber in that shot. So this guy here in the green, even though he looks to the common person that he's in a bit of trouble, he's actually in the best position.
In second, Julie Johnston
now he gets to run downhill, and look at him compared to the 2 leaders. Looks like they're in super glue.
To the field dramatically now.
Look at him coming
up in blue to go over the
because
top.
he's running downhill.
Inside, Julie Johnston battling away, and now absolutely flying home as well as Big Time Mabe.
He's just like he gives him a cold.
Cooler Magic trying to pounce late. Cooler
Magic him right on the line.
And Big Time Mabe.
Right.
That is close between them.
So
then Soprani and Impression
let's
Stream
go
and One Love.
and have a look at the next race, which was the 110.
Ready. And
small field, but that's okay.
Jump away for the Katie Walsh on Betway.
Oh, they're going pretty slow, so let's go and crank this up a bit.
So you do so.
There we go. They've still got 7 to go, so we'll keep going. They're just going to follow track by track.
Brushing the running rail.
These races can be a bit tricky.
Secret to the outside of
but I'll show you the point where you want to make a decision. Normally in these races, they're Indian files, so it's very difficult to make a decision at this point. But what I'm starting to think of already now is the leader or one of them's going to go up the inside. But look, none of them want to except the leader. Right, so now the black and red one. You've now got a choice of 2. And there's 2 you leave alone. You don't touch the 2 on the outside, and you look at laying either the white cap or the red cap on the inside. And looks to me like the red cap. The great blue one's going to keep him on the inside. He can't come out. And Lady Pendragon's going to keep him in there as well. So the black and red's the lay on the inside.
Luke Morris looking to ride them silly from the front.
And then look at the horse that's last.
Furlong and a half, and has kicked away on Cafe Sydney. Is cleared by 5 lengths now to
goes to the inside.
Celtic. They're battling out second and third, and then came Lady Pendragon.
Don't know why Lady Pendragon went to the inside.
Luke Morris made the running and has made all to win on the Cafe Sydney.
But let's go back and look what Luke Morris did. And this is a little trick that he learnt from Holly Doyle. Okay.
Back over track and journey last
I've only ever seen him and Holly Doyle do it, but they both do it.
July runs in third.
All right.
And at the back of the field is Lady Pendragon.
There's 2 corners. Now, it's when you get to see the 3.
The final.
Right, so here they come. We're going to get a head on.
Went inside that mark.
So here comes our nice head on.
Who will lead them on the downhill run.
Right. So there's this corner here, and then there's the next corner that's into the bend. Now, what Luke Morris and Holly Doyle do is halfway along this straight, they often go, particularly if they're in front. They do not want to be stuck on the inside like that red and black thing's going to be boxed in by the other 2. So what Luke Morris does, and Holly will do it as well, is just before the turn, they will ping off and get the lead. So watch what he does.
Celtic in second place.
So they're all nice and tight there.
Lady Pendragon in fourth.
He's waiting. Here he goes now off this point. There he goes. So now we said, let's go now. Bang. Off that little corner. See, he cuts that lead, and then when he gets to the home turn, he's already going flat out. He's already nicked the lead.
Morris looking to ride them silly from the front now inside the final furlong.
And so now they can't run him down because he's nicked that lead. So you've got to be careful if a leader starts to ping. What you're looking for off a leader is if you forget this horse in white just for a minute, just for this race, forget him. And so he's not really in the race. I want you to watch the one in the black and red. And I want you to pretend the one in the black and red with the red cap is leading because we're ignoring Luke Morris. I'll just let it run till we get where we want to do.
Lady Pendragon in fourth, and now beginning to find their strides.
So he's going to come up behind him here.
3 furlongs as the sprint is on for home. Cafe Sydney in the pole position under Luke Morris tries to kick.
So we'll just wait a second.
A bit more now to
well, we're not really going to get it, but I want you to pretend this one in the red cap is just here. You see how he's being kept in by the blue and in a minute by Lady Pendragon. So this horse only has one option. This guy, if he wants, can come out into the middle. But if you see a leader at Lingfield getting boxed in like this on the home turn, you can lay it for all it's worth because it's not going to win. So if we forget the white one, just watch the red. See, he's boxed in, so he can't come out. So he's kept on that fence on the inside. And then watch him for the rest of the race, the red one.
And has kicked away on Cafe
Sydney. Now, the error here from Lady Pendragon was to go back up the inside. If it stays wide, look at this.
The pace is gradually increased down the far
man, what
side.
have I done?
They're about to run towards
My
the
bad.
final.
I don't know what I've done
They
here.
went inside that mark. It is still Cafe Sydney who will lead them on the downhill run.
I'll get rid of it anyway.
Second place. Career Secret, Dylan Hogan in third and Lady Pendragon in fourth.
Maybe
and now
it's
beginning
behind
to
here.
find their strides as they head inside the final
Don't know where
3
it is.
furlongs as the sprint is on for home. Cafe Sydney in
Professional.
the pole position under Luke
can
Morris
still hear
tries
it.
to kick. Goes a couple of lengths and a bit more now to Celtic
There
in
it is.
second. Career Secret
So yeah,
outpaced
you
at
can
this
see he's
point,
stuck
and
on the
so too
inside.
Lady Pendragon,
And look,
as
Pendragon's
Luke
on the
Morris looking to
outside,
ride them silly
perfect.
from the front
Why
now
does he go
inside
back to
final
the
furlong and a
inside?
half,
Because he hits
and
it
has
with the
kicked
left
away on
hand
Cafe Sydney.
and the horse ducks
Is
in
cleared by
behind,
5
kills
lengths.
his
Now
any
the Career
chance he
Secret
had.
and
He had to come down the
They're
middle.
battling out second
Don't
and
think he
third,
would
and
have
then
caught
came
Luke
Lady
Morris, though.
Pendragon.
It was a good
But
ride.
This is all about the tactics. Luke Morris made the running and has made all
All
to
right,
win on the
let's
Cafe
go
Sydney.
and have a
Kicked
look
at the right
at
point. They
the
couldn't pick
140 race. Oh man, I'm having a shocker today.
Glen set and racing away. A mile and a quarter of the journey.
Mile and a quarter, so we'll go and zap up again here.
Is at the then about to travel
So
inside the
you can
final
see
5 furlongs. Glen Eaglet
the ones you want. I think this orange one possibly is the one you want to be on here.
by the best part of a length.
or the one in front of him.
In second, another length away to Nublet and Christian Howarth in third. The yellow.
So I'd be looking at those two on the fence or the leader. There's three you can pick from. You just don't touch the other two. Forget the black cap and forget the one on the outside.
And running inside the final 3.5.
Now the one behind the leader or the green one are going to go to the outside, and you just pick the other one.
Handy in third is Nublet, poised to strike.
So see, there goes the green one to the outside, so you could go on the yellow if you wanted.
As they race now towards the final 2.5 furlongs.
Now, if this green one comes back to the inside, he's a shot dark.
To Santa Florentina. Who Cares wins is building up ahead of steam.
And he doesn't seem to be wanting to come to the outside. There he goes to the outside.
Classy Dame. They enter the home
but look, he nips back to the inside. Game over.
Now looking to put in her challenge. Santa Florentina next. Still battling away with the Who Cares wins. Then Classy Dame. Nublet just with a fractional lead, but battling away Santa Florentina along with Who Cares wins. It's Nublet just in front now. Nublet by a neck to Santa Florentina and Classy Dame down the outside.
Just missed.
Front Classy Dame home in second and Santa Florentina and Who Cares wins.
So he cost himself the race there. Look, he's come round. He's got that one on the inside covered. He's got the perfect velodrome. If he just comes straight now, he wins. But he goes back up the inside.
Now looking to put in her challenge, Santa Florentina.
And now he's got to stop,
still battling away with the Who Cares
pull
wins
wide, and come round him, and only gets done by a bee's dick. So that's just a poor
Santa
ride.
Florentina along with Who Cares wins. It's Nublet just in front now.
But he just misses.
To Santa Florentina and Classy Dame down the outside. Nublet.
Close.
Front Classy Dame home in second and Santa Florentina.
So I think the one I got on there is the green one once he switched back to the inside. Let's go and have a look at one more. I don't want that. And I don't want that. I think I've got rid of... So go to Lingfield. I think that's all of them anyway. Yeah, the 210, we've already watched that, and the 240 race we traded, so we're good. So, look, any questions that you've got? Do you understand what we're doing, or does anybody not see what we're after? I'll leave that there so we can go and watch the replay of the 310. Well, I'll quickly show you, because we've got some time, I think. I'll go and show you a race that I did yesterday. 310 at... Yeah, we got 12 minutes, so happy days. That's fine. So I'll just move that out of the way. Let's go and have a look at a video that I made yesterday. I know some of you will have seen this, but again, it's only 3 or 4 minutes, so let's just go and do it, because it's a good refresher. And it's this one here, Lingfield Leaders. And you'll see 3 different types of race. So here you go.
Lined up and off and racing.
In this video, we're going to have a look at the intricacies of Lingfield, because not all races are the same. Not every race is a lay the leader, and you can't lay the back marker in every race, and you certainly can't lay one on the fence in every race. So just going to look at 3 different types of races here. This first race is a horse called Income. He's on the front end, and it's a really, really smart ride. If you watch, he's off the fence. He's not getting close. He pops back to the fence a bit here, but watch him come off the fence here, a bit like Holly Doyle does, and then he's going to cut this corner to try and get a bit of a slingshot. And then the really important part of the race, there he goes, and then he comes back out into the middle. Now, the key to this race is he's on his own on the home turn, and he can ping out into the centre of the track and then come down the hill. There's no way now he can get caught. All the others go up the inside, and we know the outcome if you go up the inside. So he's just cut that corner, pinged out into the middle of the track, and then shot down the middle. It's a really smart ride and a great way to ride Lingfield from the front. But then when you have a look at another type of race, we'll have a look at this one called Strong Power. But have a listen to the commentary first of all.
Quickly away on the outside, Lethal Blast, blasting away as usual from the front.
So the commentator's already told you that this is going to be a really fast run race. So you already know, or you should know by now, that we're now looking at something at the back. is likely to win. The favourite is in the blue that's second last, and he's got a great position, one off the fence. But just have a listen to the comments.
But they are going very hard, and already they're coming towards the halfway point. Lethal Blast, the leader. Storm Melody.
So they're going too fast. You know something's going to come from the back. Have a look at that favourite now. He's got the wide run. There he is. Perfect position. Slingshots down the straight. You already know from that position he's going to win the race. And he just comes rocketing down the outside. No problem at all. And those on the inside look like they're going in quicksand. So that's another good way to ride it, especially when they're going quick. Stay at the back, one off the fence, get out wide, come rocketing home. Now this final race is a horse called Rockfire. He's in the blue there in the front. He's going to lead, and he doesn't go too quick, but it just shows the subtle difference of when you stick to the inside and why it's a really bad move. You saw the first race we looked at with Income. He stayed on the wide, but this guy's right on the fence. Now you can clearly see he's going best of all, and you'd think at this stage, look, everything's off the bit behind him, he's going to win. And if he did what Income did and pinged out into the middle, he wins the race. But what happens, he's going to stay on the inside here, and they're going to just be able to come down the outside and nail him. See, he's now in quicksand. There's one horse getting up his inside, but the one that comes down the middle has easily got him covered and just goes to the outside. So it's a subtle difference, but once you know what you're looking for, you really want to see if that leader is going to stay on the inside, particularly if he's being held by one on the inside. That's great. But if he gets out into the middle, you're in trouble. But look at the two races. The blue one stays on the inside and Income comes down the middle of the track. And just look at the difference in speed there. The blue one's really paddling and Income is just flying down the centre of the track because he's actually running downhill. So that's just the subtle difference of what you look for at Lingfield in a leader and when a leader is a good lay or one to leave alone. All right. So there's a couple of videos there on the old YouTube, just showing you what's going on. So if we go and get rid of that for a minute and go and get this back up. And we've got a race going on at the moment at Huntingdon. So go and have a look at Huntingdon, which is the 3 o'clock race, isn't it? 3 o'clock. So go and have a look at the race meter here. A little bit of a tick offset looks like on this red thing. Sitting at the back, going all right actually. This yellow one's going all right as well. Favourite is going best of all though. This yellow one's starting to paddle now. So I might get a look at... yeah, he's struggling now. See if we can get him. Probably missed him. I was probably a few seconds too slow, wasn't I? Yeah, I've missed him. So this favourite's going really well. This red one's struggling now. So I'm going to go and get on him at 4.4. Tick offset there, 4.7. He's on struggle street, this guy. This Hill Finch. I'm going to go and turn the tick offset off. Go and put on 200%. I think he's gone, but I'll just wait a minute, just watching that race meter for confirmation, this red thing. Yeah, get on him now. I don't think he's going to be able to catch that leader, but my exit is up here at 10. There we go. We're all out. And we've nicked £7.50. You beauty. You can see the race meter. Pretty certain who's won. Not going to catch him. So there's a free £7. Now we can focus on Lingfield for the next. Let's go and see what we've got. I'll show some of you new guys some of my Olympic class scalping skills. They're not really Olympic class. It's a bit of a in-joke with the guys. But there is a little chance there, actually. Little chance there on this J-Star. So we're going to have a look at the graphs here. So, yeah, Lingfield, what you pretty well do, guys, is you don't think about it too much before the start. You tend to just let the race start and see where they land. And then once they're in their running positions, you can, from that point, start to have a look at which one you might want to lay based on where they are. You don't make too many decisions. Sometimes you can. Like, you know, if Holly Doyle's in an outside gate, you know she's going to try and burn across and get to the lead. And if she uses up a lot of fuel right at the start, then happy days. We can get on and lay the leader. But I tend to really just wait and make a decision when it's begun. So I'll just get out of this scalp and we'll go and get the video up. And drag it back over. Well, that can stay there anyway. I can leave that there.
51 to 70 mark. 70 rated off a mark just above the rating ceiling, therefore has to carry 9 stone 9. And I think that's probably the best form on offer, but as I say, you just don't know quite how good More Diamonds, Province and Essential will be off this mark that they go off in a handicap for the first time. Of them, I think the biggest improvement.
There we go. £2.44 jumps into the bin.
In novice and maiden company so far.
So you're all very quiet. No one's asking any questions. So either I'm explaining it perfectly, or you're all watching the snooker or trading other races. What's going on?
He could be well enough a marker 66. Marco Botti's team already in the winners with Nuble earlier on.
You all good? Or have I been on mute for the last 20 minutes or
She
something?
was going to make a mark in novice company, didn't she, last season? But in the end, flattened out in that.
You were trading others but listening. Well, Lee, there's nothing here that you don't know, mate. You've done this loads of times, so yeah.
So they're at the post. Right us at the post. Bureau back the 2-1 favourite now. 4-1 about Irish Millions. Essentials now 5-1 in from 8-1. 13-2 for Just Start. 15-2 in from 9s at More Diamonds.
So also, it can often pay to listen to the commentary beforehand. You'll often see who's going to lead. But what you do right now is you learn the colours. So Barraback is in the beige. You check that they're right. He's coming out of 6. Irish Millions is in the blue. J-Star's going to be clear to see in the orange. And Essential is in the yellow. More Diamonds coming out of 1. So More Diamonds I'll be interested in, because if he burns to the lead from gate 1, he's going to use too much fuel and they'll catch him on the home turn. And if he drops back and let others cross him. So the one I'm really interested in right now is definitely More Diamonds. He's the one I'll be watching out of the gate. Here we go.
Set to go.
So he's begun well, and he's going to try and hold the lead. So he's going to be a potential lay at the end. Now they are going very slowly, so that now brings Essential into a lay position. So I'm going to go and get on Essential now while it's so low at 5.9, because it's going to be 4 back on the fence. It's horrible. It's the worst spot you want to be, and it's pulling, so I'm going to go and get on it again.
as they race around the bend.
I can't see any way Essential gets to the outside here and comes down the middle. I think it's just going to be staying there, fall back on the rail, worst spot you can be. And I'll also try and look to see if the one in front is a lay as well.
Essential is the back marker under Dylan Hogan, and they're making their way down towards the final 3 furlongs of the contest. Irish Millions narrowly.
We're going to go and get out of him at 30. He's going to stay on the inside. He's a shot dark.
Euroback and Province. These are then followed 2 lengths away by
He'll go up the inside of that other thing and probably finish last. So we're going to get 30 any second now. There we go. We're out. Bang, job done.
That's completely blown his chance. Irish Millions out in front by a length.
So this thing down the outside will win.
Back in third is More Diamonds. Essential in the yellow, trying to pick up very late in the piece. It's Irish Millions who's got the lead from Homemade Andrea. Still trying to get
here
to the
comes my guy up the inside. Holy cow.
Absolutely flying home.
Always trade out. Now, as I said, sometimes you get an exceptional ride, like an exceptional horse. That horse just shouldn't be able to win, but that's exactly why we always trade out. So what I'm going to do is go and see how high that thing traded. Let's see how high he went. He went to 38. So I feel a little lucky that I got out at 30. That's good. But, yeah, that's why we trade out, isn't it? You put the exit in, it gets matched. Well, I mean, that's exceptional. That's very rare. You just don't see that that often. So if we go and have a look at that again, he's got up the inside. You notice, though, the second and the third weren't very far off the fence. They weren't out in the middle. They're only, like that horse he's just beat is only 2 off the fence. It was only a little bit of a gap up the inside. So watch here from the head on. See, he's come back to the inside, this one. So if he was out here, maybe this guy that's gone for a pie is a bit far out. He's read the in-running guide and thought, well, I'll get out right on the fence. But see how he's right on the fence. That's why the one on the inside's come back up, because they're neck and neck. If the other one had pinged out here and come down the hill, but he stayed on the inside. So one on the inside's beaten, one on the inside. I honestly thought at this point this pink thing wins, but he just didn't have enough. Oh, they've cut the picture. But anyway, as long as we win, we're all good. So we've ended up with, 1770 on that one. So look, that's pretty well all I wanted to show you guys. It's not much point me hanging around 40 minutes to do the next one. If you really want to see the next one, I can just start another webinar in like 30 minutes time and we can come in and do it. But I don't really have anything to talk to you about or show you for the next 30 minutes till the next race. I just wanted to give you a glimpse of Lingfield and what we're looking for and how I trade it. So I hope that that was okay. Hope that helped you understand Lingfield a bit more and the nuances of the track and what you're looking for. It was actually good to see a bit of an anomaly there on the inside. We got the win, even though he's come back. But at least there's an explanation for why he won, because the one he beat was only 1 off the fence and didn't really have much of an advantage. So if you've got any questions, just ask me in Telegram. But apart from that, I'll catch you tonight for some football or over the weekend for anything that's on. All right, so thanks very much for coming in. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye for now.